Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason and today we're back with some more Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. Last time we decided to take a small break from the main quest to try and find a Daedric quest. And to my understanding, there is a place here in, we find ourselves in Daggerfall, the not only the game, but not only the province, but the actual city. And apparently in one of these little places, these houses, these residences, within Daggerfall, we can find somebody who can give us a Daedric quest for 200,000 gold pieces. What about you, guy? How are you doing? You need something. I do, but I don't know if you're the one who can, I don't know if you're the one who can provide it for me. You see, I need to get in touch with this guy named Hircine, and because, you know, he's some Daedric guy, and he's, you know, he has this ability, if I complete a quest for him, that I might be able to control my lycanthropy, and that would be a great thing. I like that. You know, that's kind of the goal. So I'm gonna basically run around here in the southeastern part of Daggerfall, try to find the place where this person that can help me is living, is situated, is present, is enter another word that you can find in the thesaurus. And I'll be right back. All right, I think we may have found it. Every other place I've gone to has said either there's nothing of interest in the house, which is really disappointing and really kills my open world feel of, you know, when playing an Elder Scrolls game, or they've just invited me in. This door, however, is locked. So we're gonna go ahead and use Steve and try to bust on through. This looks definitely different than the other houses I've been in. Let's go ahead and save this as working 34. Because, you know, I feel like we've made it somewhere. Hello, I am searching for someone. I sense a soul in search of answers. Sorry, I don't know why. I said that I'm searching for someone, and then that's the first thing that came to mind. Bonus points if you can tell me what that line was from. And if you don't know, then you've got some gaming to do, people. Okay, there's nobody in here, so maybe I was wrong? There's nobody here? No? Okay. There's nothing to steal here? Maybe I should come back at nighttime? Maybe there's someone here at night and there's not someone here now? I don't know. Maybe that's why the door was locked, Jason. Nobody was home. Okay. Oh, it's a house for sale. Hooray. Okay, never mind. The search continues. Okay, I've tried to I came into this one house, and it looks completely empty for the most part. Actually, it looks completely empty, sorry, entirely. Well, I think there was a table over in one of them. It's not important. I came to this door, and this door will not open, and I tried using Steve, and it will not open, so... Haha! And there was no one in here. And never mind, this entire house is empty. All right. Okay. Finally! I spent a little bit more time than I would have liked getting here, but basically, I wasn't able to locate the place in southeast Daggerfall. I actually got curious because I wasn't able to find it, and I actually looked up online, and everything online tells me that there should be basically a coven or a person in southeastern Daggerfall in one of the houses, but every time I went to the house that I was supposed to, it's listed as house for sale. So anyways, there's another, we'll say, gentleman here I was able to find. Actually, you know what, let's go ahead and leave the house so that you can see where on the map he is. Right across from the Thieves Guild, right here. So we're gonna go ahead and say coven, because I think that's what it's supposed to be considered. So anyways, we've made our way here. Let's go ahead and save the game because I've actually located something, thank goodness. And when we talk to him, we can go ahead and talk Daedra summoning or quest. Well, I want to do some Daedra summoning, so let's go ahead and click on that. Today is Sunday, the 21st. Yeah, I was right, of the last seed, the day of summoning for Hircine. Do you, Alexis, wish to risk you life and very soul by summoning Hircine into our mundane world? Yes, I would like to do so. Hircine did not deign to grace our world this night. Come back another day if you would speak with a Daedra. What? Okay, so I guess I have to come back specifically. I guess I totally misunderstood stuff. I thought he would summon him on any day, so maybe I just come back a different day and then he will... Yeah, let me see. Yeah. Oh, and he took my money! So he tried to summon him and took my money. That's amazing. Let's load our game. Yeah, there's some things I like to live with, but there's some things like that I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna go and grab another loan for that or go and save up that much money again. Oh, it worked this time. If you would not mind doing a small favor for me, I can put in your possession a most excellent reward, the Hircine ring. I have a child, apparently miserable with all the blessings I have given him, who needs, what is the euphemism, to be taught a lesson? A very serious lesson. Does this sound like an agreeable contract, Alexis? Alexis really does not like this idea, but she's weighing things out. Let's actually think about this for a second, and we'll say from a role-playing perspective. Alexis really hates this mindless killing, right? But right now she's sort of torn. If she can deal with someone who potentially might be a bit of a punk who got themselves into some sort of situation, and what she can do is then control we'll say the beast within. This means that she would be able to save a lot of people, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, oh, this is actually a tough one. It's like, is she willing to kill one person to keep herself safe? This is a tough one. This is kind of like the scenario we were given the last time. But Alexis, you know what? From a role-playing perspective, Alexis really doesn't like this. She's hoping maybe that she doesn't have to kill anyone. She can just be, you know, humiliate them or something. But she doesn't want to kill any more innocents. So let's, what do I have to do? I can't click, so do I hit Y for yes? Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing. All right, because bringing up a dialogue box would be too much trouble. Good. This child of mine is a werebore and has made his den in a place called the Hold of Yumston. Oh, thank goodness we're killing a were creature. You should have no trouble finding it. You know what? Let's go ahead and make a note. Give me a second. After you have put him out of his obvious misery, which should not take more than 9 days, go to a place called the Silver Wolf in Ripgate Field. Okay. And look for a person named man, I'm taking so many notes here. Vanira Buckington. If you arrive there within 9 days from now with the werebore dead, she will give you the Hircine ring. Excellent. All right, is that all? A pleasure doing business with you, Alexis. Good luck and farewell. Well, that Hircine seems like a nice fellow. Let's go ahead and save the game. We're gonna, instead of saving this, you know, we're gonna save this as Hircine, because that's when we started our quest with him. So we have got a dungeon to crawl. We are heading to the Hold of Yumston. All right, let's see if we can find this. It's probably within Daggerfall. Let's find the Hold of Yum. That should do the trick. Yes, I would like to travel there. Travel time 2 days. That's way too low. We're going by, and yeah, it's gonna take 1 day. We're gonna travel there recklessly. Let's get there. A strange silence envelops you, and something else. All right, now another thing I learned was that when you approach one of these locations, when you arrive at a dungeon, and the messages that appear up at the top, those messages can indicate what types of creatures you are going to encounter in the dungeon. Unfortunately, they tend to go by a little bit too quick, honestly. So I can't always get a good idea of what I'm going to be facing, but I really like that addition, that, you know, you can kind of tell what you're going to be encountering in a dungeon simply by what is, you know, what messages you get when you arrive at the dungeon. I think that's a really cool idea. All right, let's go ahead and jump on into the dungeon. We are now within the dungeon. Let's go ahead and cast Troplet so that we can teleport back to the entrance. And let's actually save here as Dungeon 12. All right, we have no weapon out. Why don't we have a weapon out? I don't know, because we're a dumb. All right, weapons out and ready to slay. Let's do this. We've got 9 days, so we want to keep our downtime as low as possible. It's not a whole lot of time. A mummy. Oh, something else over there. There we go. A mummy just died. Is it just me, or is my attack speed a little bit quicker? It might just be me. Wow, we are looting it up. We've already got 1,000 gold, which is good because we might have to repay that that loan we took last game. You know, normally I don't even like using those kind of mechanics. I'm like, nope, I'm not even gonna touch that. I'm not gonna use the loan mechanic. I don't want any debt over my head. I don't want the bank coming after me. But you know what? I said, you know what? It's gonna add a little bit of excitement to the game. We're gonna have something. We're gonna have, you know, when they bring out their bill collectors and they're gonna be coming after us, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna be running, or it's gonna, you know, it might actually suck. We might be like, holy crap, I hate this. You know, we're dying constantly or something, you know. It might be terrible. It could very well be terrible, but I am willing to put up with that terribleness for the sake of something different happening in this game. Alright, so we're in a nice large area. I think, was that a ghost I saw? I thought I saw something red. Nah, maybe I missaw. I'm hearing all kinds of noises all around me. This is getting kind of creepy. You know, as every other dungeon that we've been in has been, you know, they're all pretty creepy, to be very honest. Nothing in here. This is just an empty room. Let me go ahead and check my map to ensure there are no secret doors in this room. I don't see any secret doors. All right, we can exit back the way we came. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go through this dungeon until we find a werebore, and hopefully after we've found this werebore, then we can, you know, then we can go get Hircine's ring, and then we don't have to worry about the werewolf thing anymore. Plus, if I remember correctly, we get to keep all the nice bonuses from being a werewolf. So, you know, our strength and all that we get to keep that, and that'd be nice. That'll be nice. I don't know how I'm going to explain that when we get to the next game, though, because the way I'm playing through this the series, I'm kind of doing so, you know, that this is the. I was right. There was a ghost there. I was right. I'm a smart. It's a wraith. Darn it. I was only half right. Anyways, you know, it's supposed to be the same character, so I'm gonna have to come up with some reason that, I don't know, she had to, I don't know, maybe she pawns it off. She has to pawn off Hircine's ring between Daggerfall and Morrowind, so that she can pay off her bills to the bank or something. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. This fire's not animated, so that tells me either it's a bug or there's something to do with this torch. And let's interact. No, I think that's just a bug. Okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead and walk on through this door. The lock has nothing to fear from you. Is that a fact? Let's go ahead and try to bust down this door. And we've got a wraith in the room. Oh, that's a ghost. Man, I just keep getting things mixed up, don't I? What have we got here? A long shirt. Well, let's take the long shirt because it is enchanted, and enchanted items are nice. Basically, when I was running around town trying to find, you know, trying to find out where the coven was, I used up all my magic with Steve trying to break into houses and stuff, and then I discovered a neat little trick. I don't think I mentioned this earlier, so I'll go ahead and share my neat little trick. When you have a ship, you know, it changes it basically counts that you've left. Whoa, that you've left the area, right? It counts as you teleporting to basically a dungeon into another area. Is this where I started? I think I looped back around. Okay, that's cool. So I just looped back around to where I started. So what you can do is, if there's an exterior door in a town that you can't get through, what I'd ended up doing was I would try lockpicking, and since you can't lockpick more than once in a row, once you try once, it says it doesn't unlock, and then that's it. What I did was I would go to my ship and then come back, and basically I'm just teleporting back and forth, and this allowed me to go ahead and repeatedly try to lockpick doors. So I was able to finally save myself a little bit of money. I didn't have to keep, you know, using my enchanted items. So I didn't have to keep using Steve. I was actually able to work on my actual lockpicking skills by teleporting to my ship and then teleporting back. So that was one little, we'll say, exploit, one little trick I was able to use to build up my lockpicking a little bit while I was in town. I did get a couple skill increases. What did I get during that period? No, it wasn't any of those. It wasn't any of those. Well, I don't know what it was. Okay. For some reason, I had it in my head that it would highlight whatever increased in silver, and that might still happen, but I don't know. Maybe I did something that that's preventing that from happening. Maybe there's a certain time limit, or after you enter a certain screen, or after you travel so far, that no longer works. We're gonna go ahead and cast Freedom on ourselves, and then kill this ghost. That's right. What blade am I using right now? I like this blade. This is a nice blade. An adamantium dagger. Yeah, I like this. It's making short work of things. It's nice. It's quick. It's deadly. Jason, you could have been using strong weapons all along. You know, that's something you could have been doing. And yeah, I know, but I think the part of the reason why I'm so powerful right now is, one, because I'm a werewolf, but two, because of my insistence on using weaker weapons gave me more chances to hit the enemy, which, ooh, that's actually kind of, the dragon scales are actually worth, but the 3 kilograms, that's not really worth it to me. Let's go ahead and take the gold, though. Gold is always good. Always good to grab the gold. So, yeah, because that's, I get asked that. Why aren't you using the best equipment you could possibly be using? Oh, facepalm, oh, it's so horrible. You're such a bad player. Actually, I'm exaggerating that. I get mostly helpful comments, and you guys are amazing. But, you know, for the sake of dramatization and, I don't know, for the sake, yeah, it's for entertainment purposes. Disclaimer, none of this does not actually happen. My viewers are amazing. But I do get, you know, comments about that, like, dude, why don't you do that? You got this. Why don't you do that? And part of the reason is I don't really care about min-maxing things. I don't know. I'm more about the role play, not the role play. If you understand the difference of what I'm trying to convey. But on the other hand, when I use a weaker weapon, it takes more strikes to kill an enemy, which means more chances for a skill increase. So in a kind of a way, it's beneficial for me to use a weaker weapon when developing a skill. Now, at this point, I don't think that it's really applicable, considering what is my short blade at? It's actually it's at 77%. That's actually that's still legit. I thought it was maxed out, but I was getting mixed up with my agility. My agility's maxed out at this point because of my lycanthropy. Now, wait a second. If I lose the ring, if I pawn it off at some point, then I have to get a cure for werewolfism. Yeah, I'm not gonna call it lycanthropy. We're gonna call it a werewolfism because, I don't know, reasons. I think that's about it. Yeah, that's good. Okay, nothing over here. Like I say, I'll have to get creative with coming up for a reason, you know, why my character is jumping from each one, or even why she seems to no longer have a potion addiction. I don't know. I just think the enchanted items work better, and potions are so kind of rare, or they're kind of hard to get your hands on in this game, and they're hard to use because the heck am I looking at? What am I looking at? What the? What am I looking at? It's like this weird bowl or something. Okay, so we are going to grab the gold pieces. We got an iron dagger, which is completely useless. Giant's blood. What is this thing? Is that like some weird? Okay, so something screwed up during the generation. I'm guessing that's not supposed to be there. There's something there. There is something physical that is preventing me from going there. But it almost looks like it was, oh crap. Gotta get away from this torch thing. Okay, there we go. I've noticed it tends to trigger when you access your menu close to a fire source. That can do that. I haven't pinpointed exactly what I need to do to replicate the bug, but it gets so annoying when that happens. And it's such a prominent bug, I'm playing the fully patched version. So this isn't even like the release version. This is like this is the patch version that they released later. I don't see any reason why a bug that is so prevalent is still present in the fully patched version of Daggerfall. What is up with that? It's just unacceptable to me. Unacceptable! Okay, where am I going? I don't want to go back up there. I want to go north, and then I want to go down this way, west, and then I want to go south, and then that will lead me down to a set of stairs leading down. Actually, that's not where I want to go either. All right, give me a second. All right, straight ahead. We got to go straight ahead this way. And that will lead us down to another part of the dungeon. I don't think this is going to be an incredibly long dungeon. However, I am well over my allotted time. What I typically do is, just so I can meet, we'll say, my goals for the week, make sure I get all the videos out that I want to get out, I tend to... It does vary from day to day, but a particular, we'll say, slot or a period of time that I have set aside for recording is typically 35 minutes. And with how much time I have during the day, those 35-minute, we'll say, sections or segments are what allow me to, we'll say, meet my upload schedule. And so I'll record about 35 minutes, and then after editing and stuff, a lot of times it'll bring me around the 30-minute mark. But this time here, I spent so much time trying to, running from town to town, or house to house, trying to find this coven that we're sitting at, like, what, 45 minutes now. So I'm like, whoa, I'm well over. But hopefully, I'll be able to get close to half an hour for this video. I know I've been putting out some shorter episodes, but I feel like we've at least been making progress. So things have been happening. So even though they might be, we'll say, shorter, there's content, there's stuff happening within them. We'll search this one last little area here. Hello, vampire lady that almost scared me. What have we got here? A formal cloak. Oh, that looks rather fancy. Is my cloak enchanted? It is not. I like the color of this cloak. What? What a rip! What a rip off! I was hoping that it would actually be a different color. It's because that one looked gray, and the one I was wearing was green. So let me see. Under clothing and wait, where's weapons and armor? No. Magic items? What? Where'd my cloak go? The old cloak that I was wearing, it just disappeared. Is it gone? Okay, well, I replaced it with another cloak of the same color, which is kind of disappointing, but alright, sure. I was kind of hoping for a gray cloak. Change up Alexis's appearance a little bit. She looks a little bit weird. Well, actually, that brings up another point. Does the cloak even do anything? Does she look cooler without the cloak? Oh no, Jason, we're going into fashion mode. I'm like, I don't know about this. Formal cloak doesn't really do anything. What if we remove the formal cloak? Oh, we're wearing the cloak on top of a cloak. There we go. Let's just remove the cloak and see what happens. I don't know. It looks kind of weird. But cool, I guess. Anyways, let's go ahead and put this cloak on. There we go. Now we got a great cloak. So we can wear multiple cloaks. That's an interesting thing to discover. I wonder how many we can stack on. But like, just buy a bunch of cloaks and just wear all of them. It's like, Alexis will never be cold again. Whoa. I'm slashing you with a dagger. And we've got the Alec Ear by Enric Milrez. I don't know if I read this one. I think I may have had the book, though. Info. Tall boots. And what are these? Leather boots. Well, the tall boots have no armor rating, so it's obvious we're not going to be taking those. We'll grab the gold, though. 300 gold pieces on the dot. All right, I've pushed well beyond my limit. I have other things to do. I'm very sorry. Next time, we are going to find this werebore. We are going to slay this werebore, and we are going to hopefully get Hircine's ring, and then maybe continue the main quest again, because we won't have to worry about, oh no, we're going to transform into a werewolf. Oh no, this, oh no, that. I'm going to talk maybe a little bit more about werewolves next time. I've got some thoughts about this entire thing, and not only about how it works in Daggerfall, but how it's sort of handled in the entire series. But we'll leave that for a discussion for next time. So let's go ahead and say this as working 34, so I know where to pick up next time. If you like the video, you like the content, and you would like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section. And until next time, I would like to ask you all to game on.